Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to draw a car, which is obvious considering most of the drawings on my channel are basically cars. And this car will be in 2D perspective, and for those of you who maybe follow my channel might notice that I've done this before, but that was 2 years ago, and since then my 2D perspective drawing has changed quite a bit. So we're doing another one today. The first thing you need to do is draw a straight horizontal line like this. You can do it with your ruler, you can do it with your you can freehand it, you can even turn it upwards and draw it vertically. So now the first thing that you need to do is draw a tire, obviously the wheels. Now let's make one over here about. Now do multiple circles at once, so that, maybe at some point one will be enough. And so that's the first wheel. Now, the thing that you need to remember is that the distance between the front wheel and the rear wheel has to be minimum, I say minimum, 3 wheels. So if we do another one over here, just to see just a little bit, and another one over here, and then another one over here, which means that the rear wheel will be around here. Like so. So we got that. Now the distance between the front bumper and the rear bumper, when it comes to that, you can either do it half a wheel or 1.5 wheels is probably the maximum. Same thing goes for the rear. So as we got that drawn down, let's just make a nice straight, well, you can do it straight, you can do it a little bit curved, doesn't really matter, bottom of the car. Now this is just sketching. We'll do the highlights later, okay? So there we go. Now the front, we go out about that much, and the rear, make sure that the rear is actually a bit higher than the sill in the middle and the front bumper. So let's just make it about, I don't know, about there. So now let's go to the front. Let's make a bit of a curved line, and then we'll draw from there like that. And as far as this wheel is concerned, let's make sure that as far as the line is, make sure that the top of the curved line is the same on the top as the actual wheel. So do that like so. Now don't get bogged down, because this thing is well, it won't be exactly the same as that one, as that line. We'll go a little bit over it like so. From here we'll go a little bit down, but not too much. Don't do that too much. And let's go straight. And let's go a little bit upwards now, like so. Make room for the rear axle. Same thing goes, let's do another one of these here. So the top extreme should be like on the same as the rear wheel is, like so. Anyways, let's now do the window. Well, not the window. I mean the where the driver sits. Let's say that this is a front engine car, so it has to be quite space in the front. Start about here, and now let's start curving it a little bit, and let's say make sure that the top is about here. Now will slowly go down. Like so. So, I don't know, maybe this is a fastback, or we could make it a little bit leveled as well. So let's, I don't know, maybe it's a limousine or a little bit of a sports car look. In fact, actually, I think I've done a bit too much on the rear, so I think that about here should be fine. Let's go now down a little bit like that. And then like this. And as far as this is concerned, I think I've done it a little bit too low, so let's make it a correction. Go a bit more steeply, like so. There we go. So this is the basic shape. Let's also make sure that the window is drawn. Now let's make the A-pillar. Make sure that the front window is actually still visible, and this you can start the A-pillar about here. And while you're there at it, you can also draw the rear view mirror. Like so. Actually, in fact, maybe I've done it a bit too much. Because from the side, the rear view mirror is actually, well, the side mirror on the doors. Not very good with these English terms. There we go. And the roof. The roof. Let's go down. While you're over here, let's just dive down like so. So, that's, let's just say, the basic shape. Now let's go back to the wheels and make a solid wheel from this. A much more thicker one, for that matter. Excuse me, but outside there are people working, sadly. I mean, it's Saturday, so people are going to work. It's kind of obvious, but yeah, you can't really get a perfect timing for them not to work. And I can't record this during the evening because the lighting will be terrible. So now we're just gonna highlight, well, I am going to highlight. You can do it as well if you want to, it will look better. So that you can actually see where the wheels are. That's what I've done at the start, was just a little bit sketch to give an idea where the wheels are about. So there we go. This is now done. Now let's go with the bodywork. Let's make I don't know, an intake over here, like so, and let's make a bit of a headlight over here. Like that. You can draw any kind of headlight you want. It's your imagination. Let's just cut that off and make it a bit more steep here. Make an intake over there. Now the doors, let's make the doors, or well, before the doors, let's just connect these two lines that we've drawn. Like so. You could make it a bit lower so it could look better. As far as the doors are concerned, make sure that the front is straight. The rear of the door can be a bit curved, however you want it to be. like that. Now let's make a bit of a, since the air comes in here, let's make the air come out. So let's go like this and go down the line. And saying, let's just do another one here as well. In fact, we could connect these two together like that. And then another one at the back. Let's make it a bit different this time. Let's go like this. And out. Like that. There we go. Excuse me, it was a bit sideways. The rear lights. Right. Let's make it a bit of a simple one. Just a simple light, really. Let's say the rear doesn't look that attractive, to be honest. let's make a rear window like that. Well, actually, I've done it a bit wrong. There we go. That should work better. And yes, it does. Right. So that's basically the basic shape. Now let's highlight these lines, and I'll speed up the things just so it will be easier for you guys. Okay, the highlighting is done. As you can also probably, as you probably have seen, is that I forgot to draw the full A pillar, but now I have drawn it, so there it is. Also connected the rear and the front with the center line that goes along. And now the next thing is basically doing details. Now the details comes with these tires, the lights, and let's say the intakes. Let's make a bit more of an attractive look to this car. We also have to add like a door handle like there. Now the lights. We can make a little bit of a, you can do any kind of pattern. I'm just going for a bit of a almost rectangular shape, but it's not completely. The rear lights, let's go for a light bar across that, and let's make, I don't know, let's make some lines that go a bit sidewards. The intakes, let's make a little bit of a line like that, and then another one here, and then the final one down there. Same thing goes for the rear. Like so. Where the doors are, let's make also just a little bit, not too much. You don't want to meet up with the doors. These are just aesthetic looks. I don't think they actually do anything with the car, but hey, better to look than dull. So also highlight the doors, something that I haven't done. And now the wheels. Make another smaller circle inside the circle that is supposed to be the tire. Like that. Same thing goes for the rear. Excuse me, but I do draw quite slowly. It's quite typical for my drawing actually. I do tend to draw very slowly. So now we got the inner circles. And now in the center, let's also make a very small circle. Nothing biggie. And on the rear as well. On the outside, let's make a little bit of a, I don't know what you call this actually. Let's just say it's a stop sign shaped thing, like that, and same thing on the rear. And now let's make the rims. Connect the top, the bottom, the edge, something goes on the side. To the front as well. And there as well. Now these rims are a bit boring, so let's put some life into them. Let's make a bit of a sidewards, a bit of a curved line like that. Same thing goes for the back. And to make them more interesting, let's just make two lines that go into them, into between the curved line and the actual spoke that we've drawn. Same thing on the rear, and there we go. Now the only thing that remains is shading, so what I'm going to do again is speed up the time and shade. So there we are. The drawing is now finished. The shading is finished. The whole drawing is finished. I hope this video was helpful for you. This is the best that I could do in this so short amount of time. Maybe I could do a bit on the rear, fix that up a bit, but considering, I mean, I'm not the fastest drawer in the world, but that was the fastest I could draw. I hope this was helpful, and if it was, please give it a like and comment if you have any positives to say about this or something that you could want to change. I accept everything really. And have a great rest of the day.